So good afternoon, Miss Sri. So today's me key gaming I was doing about the reflection presentation for my understanding entrepreneurship modules. So first, so what is the entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship are the special group that people have a special profession. In his book, The Theory of the Economic Development, the famous economic Sun gives the title of King of Economic Growth to the entrepreneurs. The world of the entrepreneurs grow from the French, and the unity is mean to the operator and the organization of a risky business. So what is the thing I learned from this module? So from this module, I learned some very important characteristic to be as entrepreneurships. So first, the opportunity. So the opportunity we need to having an opportunity identification skill. So the entrepreneur's ability to perceive the potential needs of the customer, to obtain the relevant marketing information to activity, search for the new product and service that can bring the tangible benefit to the customer, and to develop business model from the fragment market information. The essence of the opportunity recognition is the entrepreneur's ability to integrate the market demand and supply information, which is one of the typical characteristic and distinguish of the entrepreneur from a professional manager. So next, the strategy management skill. This is refer to the entrepreneur's ability to develop, evaluate, and implement a business strategy. The key of the strategy management capability is developer of an effective growth strategy based on the growing market demands, challenging competitive dynamic, and one own resource and capability base. So entrepreneurs' competency are flexible, adaptive strategy to manage the uncertainty on the development in the some of the new business idea. If opportunity ideas is like a 0 to 1 breakthrough, then the strategy management is like a planning 1 to 100 expansion. Planning capability of the planning process are more important than planning report. Strategy planning assumptions are constantly changing, and the strategy must be flexible and accommodate change along the ways. So next, organization management skill. So refer to the entrepreneur's ability to organize and effectively use and variety internal and external human resource, including forming and efficiently functioning managing team, build an effective organization structure, and leading and motivating the employee to delegate the effective. So individual mentor grow faster in the team activities in other than the other learning style. Executive in the team, perhaps we don't need to every team members to get especially smart, because the exquisite intelligence trained to the inflect or sense of the self and the like to be good at what he does. So in this, we need everyone to have a strong sense of responsibility and commitment to the company carefully to formulate the strategy, understanding, grab and eat through the tactics on the base on the uncompromising and the unwavering implementation. So last, the learning process. Next is our learning process. So our learning in this module focus on developing our entrepreneurial quality through the simulation and start of the business. During our processivity with our experience, general process, and starting business in the first time to build out an entrepreneur's knowledge and skill. It provides a more realistic business environment and provide an interesting learning experience, as well as a buffer period and experience and building phase. So what is the success and feeling we're facing more from this learning process? So the success, I think it makes them was our mock venture. Is which our startup business lah. Our startup business was about a online second trending form. So what is special? So we found out there are many training platforms are on the, but none of them are targeting the university student. I think university students are having a promising a group, because their recent of year country educational resources have become more and more developed. So in the past, university students are very rare, but in progress, the country they are starting to grow, and their spending power cannot be underestimated. So what is the failure? So the failure is we are thinking we are do not have doing a good job in terms of the marketing, positioning, and the promotion planning. This is because although the reason from this is from the team member who in charge of this part is not giving a very good job, not giving a very interesting details strategy. But as a good leader, I think it's also my responsibility to take the balance blame, because I did not check and correct him properly. Yeah, this is the problem. So of course, I also facing some of the challenges. So from ideas. I did not have, firstly, the ideation for us is very difficult for us. We are a lot of idea at first, but we can't decide. So we have to limit them to 3. Then after some discussion, we decide our current themes. However, there's a lot of things we did not getting right. So after that, me and my teammate are trying to investigate and searching for it, and then we finish it to make it our idea better and more completable. So after the team, firstly, because we are not meeting each other firstly, and first time we don't know each other for our teammates. So the trust become the 3 member has to be gone through period times. So in the early stage, the lack of the familiarity and each other lead to a poor discussion. Eventually, we improve our relation by discussing it by the time to times and working as a team to complete the activity. So after passing some weeks, we know each other more well. So then we overcome this problem. So the productive. So after deciding our topics, the problem we're facing, so we don't know that how to we going to starting our business. We don't know how to do the calculation, the planning, the target markets. Like we know some things before, but we not really know the details. But by the help of the lectures, we successfully complete our topics. So lastly, the thing I learned from the future? So the future is, it was a very valuable experience for me. It gave me an experience for managing a team in the early stage of the business and working each other from the achievement to goal. One of the things I valuable more of this is the importance of communication in managing a team's early stage of a business. Like me and my teammates is not a very very smart people, but we are having a spark after we do the things each other. We find out like we can do the things like much better more. So in conclusion, I think it will be able to use the skill and the knowledge I gained from this module effectively in my future. So it will become the difficult and phase out will not be a stepping stone to my success. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.